Hey everyone, welcome to our little origami program kit tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to make the examples that you got from the bags from our library. Remember, from August 10th to August 14th is when you can pick up the bags, so don't forget to sign up, pick up a kit at our library. We'll have one made for you. So I'll leave the description details on how to sign up and how to get your very own kit. Today we're doing 4 examples here. So we have 2 frogs, a butterfly, and a crane. So we're gonna show you how to do that today, starting with the frog with kind of a square feet. But yeah, in your kit you'll get instructions, 4 examples, and a lovely assortment of fun origami paper. So today we're gonna start out with this little guy right here. So this one's pretty fun. He can jump, which is pretty cool. Oh. Now let's try that again. So I found out a better way to make this so it jumps a little further and flips a little better. We'll start out with this, and here's the instructions if you want a more in-depth direction how to make them. Alright, so let's choose our paper. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Alright, so luckily these pieces of paper are double-sided. They're all perfectly squared. If you ever want to, it doesn't have to be origami paper you could start with. You could always just fold one of these corners over of a regular piece of paper, just like that. Fold the sides and cut it out, and then you have a square piece of paper to start out with. Alright, so let's begin. Here you go. This first little frog can watch as his buddy gets made. Okay, so starting with the frog, all we can do here is fold it like so, like a hot dog. And use your fingers to pin down the paper so you get a nice even line up. Okay, I'm just gonna turn it over just to make sure. Okay, there we go. Oops. Alright, so don't stress if it's not too even or the folds become difficult. No worries, just take your time, relax, have fun with it. It's no big deal. You can always fix it later too. So that's all we have. First step, not too bad, huh? Next, we're gonna fold this corner to this side. Nice and even. It's gonna look like that. So I'm just gonna turn it aside so it's a little easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. Just gonna fold it over edge to edge, and then I like to press it a little bit. We're gonna make sure that corner here is lined up too. Okay. Nice. So far so good, right? We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So, once again, edge to edge, just like that. Make sure that's all lined up. Ew, just squish it. There we go. Oops, it's a little uneven. Take a second to adjust it. No worries. There we go. It's a little better. Okay. So far, fold this end, that end, this end, that end. Next, we're gonna flip this over, and this back part's gonna fold over just like that. And where the folds are, try and line it up to this end, or this end to that end, so it's kind of even. Here, I'll show you what I mean. So just like that. Sort of want to fold it over on an X because the cross pattern sort of makes an X in the middle. Just make sure that's sort of lined up. No worries if it's not perfect. There we go. There you go. Not bad. We're going to open it up, flip it over. So next, well, let me go back a step. So after folding this back, we want to crease it so the fold that we just made bends over like this. Okay. And we'll do the same with the left side. So this goes over, left side goes into the middle like that, right to the middle, just like that. And this part, we're just gonna squeeze down, smash it flat. Well, you don't have to smash it, but just gently fold it in so it makes a nice even house shape. Oops. Adjusting as we go. Mine's a little uneven. That's okay. Just like that. See? Not too bad. Alright, once you get to this step, we're going to fold this bottom to the top, the bottom of the triangle, just like that. And we're going to make sure this edge lines up to the bottom of this triangle. There we go. All set. Next, we're going to open up this up a little bit, and just this bottom half right here, not this part, we're going to fold, we're going to grab this, fold the whole thing over to the middle, just like that. So try and pinch this closed and just pull it toward the center. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Exact same steps. Grabbing this piece, ignoring the top part, and we're going to bring it to the middle. So these two meet edge to edge in the center. And you should get something that looks like a house or an arrow. Just like that. So this is going to be the simple frog design. Next step, we're going to make its arms. So this, now we can touch the triangle part. This corner is going to go up to this point. So we're going to fold this up, just like that, all the way to the top. Just like that. We're going to do the same thing with this end. So fold it over, right to the top. We're almost done. Believe it or not, we're almost done. Alright, so once these are folded over from the top, this end, this bottom edge right here, I'm going to fold it upwards, and it's going to line up across here. So let me show you what that looks like. Sometimes it helps to put your finger inside the fold you're about to make. Makes things a little easier. And then line it up after you get that worked in. Okay. So I have it slightly past the bottom of the triangle. But that's the next step. Next, we're going to take this top half and fold it down so it's even right here. So the fold is going to be here, right in the middle. Take this fold, fold it downward, and we made its feet. And this is actually a little frog. It's a little baby version of it. I drew eyes in this one, but they both should hop the same. Let's give it a go. Here, frog. Oh, well, this one jumps a lot further, so that's pretty cool. Let's do another jump over here. Come on, little fella. Oh, I missed, but not too shabby, huh? Not too difficult. All right, so continuing with our next made origami, we're actually gonna make frog version 2.0. This one is a big improvement because it has legs. See, this one looks slightly better, but they both should jump just like that. Pretty nifty, huh? Oh. All right, so let's get started. Put these two buddies aside. Okay, this guy can watch. All right. Well, let's use this paper. You could pick whatever paper you want in the kit. I'm just picking this one because it's gonna make a nice brown frog. Light brown, I think. All right, so same steps. Take this page, fold it like a hot dog, just like that. And you can make sure these edges line up. So I usually put my finger down like this, and then use my other hand. Just gently make sure the corners are even. Make sure the edges are lined up. Once it's lined up, press down and fold over. Oops, that wasn't very even. Here, let me try again. That part. And, oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So it's essentially the same steps. They're essentially the same steps of the previous example. So once we got that fold down, we're gonna take this corner, fold it to that side. So I'm gonna put it sideways just so you can see a little better. Just take my finger, pin the paper down, line it up. Oops. Sometimes the paper needs some slight convincing. Okay, just like that. Boom. So, folding it over to the edge, just like that. And we're gonna do the same thing for this side, this corner to this side. I'm gonna turn over. Okay, there we go. Boom. Not too bad, huh? So this is actually going to fold over. If it helps, you can turn it over like this, and then right where this X is, we're going to fold this over just like that, and have these folded lines line up with these folded lines. You'll see a lot better in your example. That's lined up. Oops. Try to make sure that the X that you made folds into it, just like that. Okay, that's all done. Flip it over. Now I'm going to do the house shape here. So I'm just going to bring the left side to the middle, just like that. Other side, just like that. Boom. Oops. Boom, boom. And once we have this part, we're gonna hold these two sides down and then just use our finger to push this one over. It should be relatively easy since the folds are already made for us. Okay, there we go. Back to the house. So there's only a slight difference with this one. It's a little difficult, but I know we can do it. So, same steps as before. We're gonna fold this bottom part over, and it's gonna line up with the bottom of the triangle. There we go. You could use the table. I'm just doing this in the air so you guys can see. It's a lot easier if you do it on the table. All right. Nice and flat. Next, we're gonna fold this end into the middle, ignoring this flap here. So, pinch that. Very nice. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side here. Oops. Make sure that's nice and even. There you go. Just folds over like that. See? Okay, so making the legs is a little, so it's different. It takes some steps, so I'll go slowly so you guys can see. And this bottom part, we're gonna fold it up to the base of the triangle again. Just gonna fold that over. Okay, just like that. So this is where it gets a little tricky, but we could pull through here. So I'm just gonna turn my frog upside down like this, so there's pointing towards me. And then from here, you're gonna open these flaps up a little bit, just gently, just like that. That will kind of helps. Just like that. And here, let me just focus the camera. So from here, you're gonna take this, and you're gonna create a little fold with your finger. Just gently coax this to fold over like that. You can do the same thing on the other side. Try not to rip it, we just want to gently press it so the fold is made right here. So it almost looks like it's opening up like that. Okay, so once we've got that started, we're going to bring this bottom part over. Oops. And then make sure these corners, oops, use your thumb to open this up. Make sure these corners are folded in evenly like that. On the side too. Okay. So once it opens up like that, it'll make things easier when we make this fold. So I'm using my thumbs to make a little more room inside. Just pinching and pressing down. Then we're gonna make a fold where this bottom part's gonna meet this part. And then when you fold it over, you can see the ends make nice points. These ends right here. Just like that. Not too bad, huh? And then we get, I guess this looks kind of like a boat. So, yep, that's the next step. All right, next, I'll scoot the camera a bit. You guys can see. Okay, so this part, what we're gonna do, it's relatively simple. We're gonna put this part, fold it over, just like that. See? That's all we did. Then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. Fold this one over towards the middle. Now, these are its legs, but we have to fold them over in order for it to look like it's bending down. So we're going to take this part, the thumbs underneath this piece of paper. I'm going to sort of roll it in on itself. Usually I do slight twists to help coax the paper where I want it to go. And then, oops, here, okay, so coax the paper over here. And we're gonna make a fold, just like that. Bottom, boom, boom. Not bad, huh? And then we're gonna do the same thing over here. Just gonna slowly coax this paper over. I'm using my nail. Give it some added motivation as I'm folding it over. And I'm going to try to make it even with the other side. Oops, it's a little too much leg. Alright, there we go. Something like this. Okay. Let's see. Focus here. Okay, from here, you're going to make an X pattern that's going to line up with this triangle. You see this line here? It's gonna move up like this, and I tried to even it out by folding out this portion. I don't like that. Now it doesn't have to be even. I just like to put it slightly across like that. It almost looks like a pinwheel. All right. Fold it over just like that. Do the same thing on this side. Okay. There we go. Kind of looks like this. All right, time to really make some folds that'll bring this origami to life. So from here, we're gonna fold this part over, and the fold's gonna be in the middle like this. So when I fold this over, it's gonna be right in the middle. It's gonna fold over just like that, see? And then from here, and let me focus here. From here, we're gonna make another fold. This top is gonna go in the bottom, halfway through. So, use your thumbs to really coax this paper where you want it to go. Okay. Oh, feel free to use the table too, because it's a little difficult to do with the air. Okay, just like that. Okay. So just made this fold down here, and we actually have our constructed frog. There it is. There's our finished frog. Now a little buddy to play with. All right, let's see how he jumps. Over here. Come on. Oh, okay. This one sort of lunges versus the other one. So you would just press down with your finger here and then just spring up. Come on. One more. Okay. Alright, well, now we have 2 frogs made, well, 2 sets of frogs. We're ready for the next origami piece. So, next one is gonna be a little more difficult, but I think we could do it. This is actually one of my favorite ones. I used to do this all the time. It's the classic origami crane. It's a really cool fold. Here's what it looks like at the end. Really nice, huh? I think there's a legend where you make 1,000 of these, you get a wish. There you go. Well, this one doesn't want to stand, but there we go. Okay. So, let's get started. I think, going with the theme of the blue paper, I am going to use this blue koi fish paper. Pretty cool. Alright, so starting with the, well, actually it doesn't matter. Never mind. So, first step, we're going to fold this corner to corner, just like that. Now it helps to make sure that this one's especially even. So don't worry if you can't get it the first couple times. This is a fairly difficult process. With practice, you'll get the hang of it. Alright, so we have a nice even triangle to start off with. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Pull it down. So I like to make sure the corner down here is evened up first, and then make adjustments along the line. So you make sure it's nice and even. I pinch down when I know it's set to the right place. Okay, so that corner looks pretty even. So I'm going to continue pressing this down, and pulling it down like that. Not too bad, huh? Alright. Next, we're going to fold this over, and now we're going to do edge to edge. Fold edge to edge as evenly as you can. I used to make these all the time. Once you get the hang of it, it's actually quite relaxing. Okay, so, oops. Edge to edge, corner to corner, all that jazz. Then make a nice fold. Okay. Next, we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to flip it over so it's easier for you to see. Let me line up the edge. Okay. separates. Nice. Okay. Not too bad, huh? All right, from here, we're gonna turn it so it's a nice diamond shape, just like this. And we'll fold this corner to the bottom here, just like that, see? You can make slight adjustments if it's not even. And we'll do the same thing with this side, this corner. Oh, there's a siren. Right, we're gonna do the same thing over here. This corner is gonna go to this bottom here, just like that. Fold up that side, and we're gonna squish this bottom part flat down, and then we're gonna make sure that's sort of even too. Not too shabby, huh? So make sure we keep this fold, this end here. We don't want, if there's no opening like this, then make sure to flip your design over. We have to make sure that this opening's here to start out with for the next part. So you want to grab just this one page here. We're gonna start off the left side, and you're gonna fold it into the center. So maybe I could zoom in here. See what I'm doing? So this end, use your fingers almost like you're rolling it. Then just peek over, make sure that it's lining up to the center. Okay. I'm gonna make a fold, just like that. Okay, whoops. This end to that end. I'm gonna do the same thing over here to this end. So, now, almost like we're rolling it. Use my pinky here to gently keep it in place. Okay, so that fold's made. Flatten it out. Let's check our work here. Not too bad. Okay, so that's what we got so far. So next, we're actually gonna turn this over, just like this, and do the same thing on the bottom part. So, roll it over. It's more like a roll first, then a fold. That makes sense. Okay. Excuse me, I don't think mine's is that even. Oh, there we go. That's better. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's not even. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. Do the same thing on that side. Gently coax. Gently coax the paper where you want it to go. Okay. Not too bad. Oops, let me adjust the camera. Not too bad. This is what we got so far. So next step, we're gonna take this, we're just gonna fold it behind, have it match up to the edge of our square top here. See, just like that. That's gonna help us with this next step. Okay, so now that we have that done, focus this. What you wanna do is open this up now. Okay. Make sure the open end's down here. You're gonna lift up this sheet of paper right here. See that? Just enough. You don't want to open it past the folding made up here. Open it up slightly so it meets the end of that fold. You don't want to open it up like this. Make sure it meets the fold that we made. So it opens up like this. And it stops here. See that? Alright, so what I'm going to do, how I usually do it is I take my 2 fingers, I pinch it slightly from the ends, just like that, and then starting from the bottom, I'm going to press down on the fold so it's even with the center line. Just fold it over like that, and do the same thing over here at this side. Just make sure it folds over on the end. Just like that. That's all I want to do, because we're going to do almost like a reverse fold. We're just going to fold in itself. So now that that's done, we have to gently put this down like this. Okay. So I'm just going to fold this over a little bit towards the center to help it start, and this end too. Then once that's done, take the 2 sides, and you'll see what I mean. It's folding inside out. And make sure that this folds out into a nice even diamond shape, just like that. Okay. Oops, hold on. Make sure that this is folded over properly. There you go. Like that. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So, open it up. Take just the first flap. Oh, hold on. Out. Oops. Just like that. And pinch the sides. And we're gonna fold from the bottom of the corner to the middle. Same thing on the other side. Just to help it get started. Just like that. Okay. Then from the top, bend it slightly. It knows where to go. We're just gonna squish it in. Just like that. Alright, so for the next step, we're actually halfway done. Make sure you start out with these guys. They almost look like legs. Don't start off with this end for the next step. Make sure that the feet are pointed towards you. And now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this top piece of fold. We're gonna fold it, the feet end, and like that on itself. Oh, sorry, camera died. So what we did was fold this over, just like this. The feet facing towards us. Get the feet. And we do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna take this fold. I'm gonna fold it in on itself towards the center. Gently roll it with your fingers, gently, before you actually press down. Okay. Yeah, bring it over so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. Just like that. Okay. This is the feet end. Okay. We're gonna turn it over and do the exact same thing. I'm gonna take this fold. I'm gonna fold it towards the center. Use your fingers to almost roll it. Roll it there. Okay. And then same thing this side. We'll fold it over. Just like that. Oops, let me try doing it this way. That way you guys can see. There we go. Now checking our work. Oops. Needs to be folded in more. Ah. Okay, so looking at our work, we could adjust things that aren't completely in the center. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Make sure the feet are still facing towards you. So now we're actually pretty close to finishing our folds. Next, we're gonna take this first foot, just fold it up like this. So it's up like that. It doesn't have to be perfectly lined up, but at an angle. Do the same thing with that side. Like that. Our legs are up now. And we're gonna fold it back, starting with this end. We're gonna open this up and put our thumb here and crease it back. And then shut it close with that fold here. Well, mine's not as even as I intended it to be. That's okay. See that? Alright, next, other side, same thing. Once we make that fold, open it up and push this guy inside here. Okay, it's gonna bend in like that. Make sure this is folded towards the center. And then we're gonna make a fold just like this. Nice and even. See? And then this is actually the final step. I usually try and make the, you're gonna choose which side you want to be the face and which one the tail. I kind of want this end to be the tail, so as for the face, you're gonna open it up a bit and then fold it. You can make a big face, small face, doesn't matter, just fold it in like that. And then what you could do is once you make that face, pinch it open, or pinch it from the top so it folds in, just like that. And you got a little crane. I like to open it up and very gently open the wings, and then you'll see this center open up a bit, very gently. And if you want, in the bottom of its feet, you can fold these out, just like that. So it could stand up on it by itself, gently. There we go. It's a fun little crane, huh? Oops. Okay, let me fold it more so it could stand. Oops. There we go. Then it's got a friend. Not too shabby, huh? Alright, so our last origami kit example is going to be the butterfly. It's going to be easier than the crane. I'm going to choose a purple paper for this. So, really easy. Starting out with edge to edge. Just like that. Ooh, see. I got that in the first try. Practice, practice. No sweat if you can't get it the first time. And we're gonna do the same thing for this half to that half. No sweat if you can't get it the first time. You know, this is nothing to stress about. This is meant to be relaxing. Just try again, take a break. Edge to edge. Okay. So this basically is a bunch of folds, but it gets easy. So same thing with the crane. I'm gonna turn it up to diamond shape and put this corner to this bottom corner here. Oops, make sure it's all lined up. Just like that. Oof. Wow. First try, not bad. All right, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Let's see if we can do it again. Oh, doing pretty well. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Next is, once we're finished with that, we're going to take this and we're actually gonna fold it in like that. So it helps if you wanna even it out, the line we made. So this fold line right here that we just made, try and line up this end to here using that center fold as a guide. If you want to make sure that this is even, start folding on the other side and then try and even it out with the fold you made, and then you'll see if your fold is even or somewhat even. Pretty good. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Fold it in, and then actually we could just use this new fold as a guide, see? And then have this edge match up to this edge. That. Then last person, or last, I keep calling them inanimate objects, not persons. Alright, let's fold this end down so it's a nice even square. Oops, I think I ripped the paper up in the top, but that's okay. It happens, no big deal. And then once that's folded over, we're gonna do the same thing, same process, corner to corner, to center. Some of the folds, it's easier to line it up because of the folds we previously made. You'll see in more detail when you're doing it. I'm gonna, here, let's do it this way. This is a little easier for us. I'm gonna match this up. Oops. Gently put our finger there to put the fold in. Now these are even, one straight line, so I did a pretty good job. Don't worry if it's not completely lined up, it'll still work out. So this end's gonna go match up with this end. Oops. Just that. And then this end, last bit, fold it to the center. Okay. Now that we made all these folds, we're just gonna unfold it. Just like that, see? This'll help. This is actually part of the direction. So this end is gonna fold to the center. It's easier when you make the folds. Then this side's gonna fold over too, just like a book. Get it? Because we're in a library. So it's gonna look like a book. From here, it's a little difficult. This corner is gonna go to this side, but since we made those folds, it's gonna be a little easier for us to coax it. So this end's gonna go one up like that. See that? And this end, put this end to that end, just like that. Not too difficult. And then we're gonna use the folds we made to let it fall gently in place, just like that. Just smash it over like that. Same thing on the other side. This end, this end to this end, just like that. And the fold we made helps us guide it. And then this end, same end, right here. I like to fold it a little bit. Then we're just gonna close it, just like that. The natural folds will guide us. Not too bad, huh? Okay, so continuing from where we left off, we fold over the top. Now we have this even shaping right here. What we're gonna do next is fold this backwards, just like that. Gently push that down. And we're actually almost done. Next step, I'm gonna take this corner and we're gonna fold it. It's already naturally folded this way. Fold it this way. And the other side, same thing. It almost looks like a giant triangle. Oops. Just like this. See? Flat's folded over like that. Alright, next. You don't have to be completely precise. I guess it just goes down to preference, but we're going to grab this part right here. Oh, let me zoom in so you guys can see a little better, so everyone can see what I'm doing. We're just gonna put this fold. We're just gonna fold over just like that. Now it doesn't have to be exactly like mine's. Just a slight fold, just like that. So everyone's gonna be a little different. Don't worry about it. But do kind of make sure that they're even with each other. What I mean by that is that they're kind of symmetrical to one another. Because we're doing the same thing on the other side. Just take a little visual look and see if you could make them mirror each other. Alright, just like that. Okay. Next is we're going to fold this in half, just like that. Okay, we're gonna make sure that these wings are even. These are the wings. What we're gonna do is, this is also sort of up to preference. We're going to make a fold from this base right here, this corner, just a slight fold in on itself, just like that. Okay. And what that's gonna do is gonna help us when we open it up, and then we're gonna push in on this fold. Oops. Push in. Just like that. And then we're gonna reinforce the fold we made by just using our fold as a guide to fold this over. Just like that. It kind of already looks like a butterfly. So from here, roll over, and then fold it so these two corners match with each other, the two tips of the wings. Just like that. And then when we open it up, we should get something that looks like a butterfly. Just gonna bump this fold a little bit. There you go. And it sort of stands there. Here, let me zoom in on this. Our end results for our origami butterfly, and we'll put our example next to the butterfly. Now they're buddies. Alright, and that's our last of the origami kit. Let us know if you want to do more in the future. We'll have more examples and origami projects to do. And just make sure to check out our website. We'll put it in the description of the video to sign up for our program, and then come August 14th or August 10th, you could come to the library to pick up your origami kit and get started at home. Thank you and have a good day.